At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
This is still a shock. I never imagined Ema would come back looking like that. But I'm glad he survived. That's all that matters. I'm so relieved. It's making me tired. I think I'll be able to sleep soundly tonight. That night I was able to sleep peacefully for the first time in what felt like ages.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 82nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
I got some good shut-eye. It's got me feeling pretty refreshed. But watching the school announcement after seeing Ema makes me feel conflicted. Anyway, I better get to the cafeteria. I still need to hear what happened to Ema while he was captured. Okay, to the cafeteria. So, outside like usual, Yugamu's over here. Ema's procedure was really tough. It was my first time doing a brain transplant. Thankfully, it went well. I went all to the facilities in the biolab. I never imagined you'd reuse Siri's body. By the way, the brain you see inside that body, originally it was just a decoration. Now it's unmistakably the real deal. It's Ema's real brain. I could have been perfectly happy not knowing that. Yeah, I think it's an adorable brain. And the consciousness inside it also has something to tell us. We better go see him right away. With those morbid words, Yugamu slunk off towards the cafeteria. Bro, this guy is so crazy, man. So here we are, the first floor. Anybody out in the hallway? Kiyoshika is. So we'll try to run into her. Sir Ema looks like a mascot, but his brain is still that of a young man. How wonderful! It's like looking like a kid, but having the mind of an adult. Speaking of childhood, in my youth, I was very attracted to stories about Kojiro Sasaki, the legendary swordsman. His mysterious blade, Monohoshi Zao, was my first love. What the heck is she talking about? You fell in love with a sword? Is that what I'm getting at? Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Alright, everybody, eat a hearty meal to prepare for the next defensive battle. Right. Even though I know it's Ema inside of that body, it's not the kind of thing I can get used to right away. Everyone, let me know if there's anything special you want to eat. I'll bring it for you. You ain't eating? Oh, I'm quite alright. I don't really need food in this body. It's fine, really. I consider myself blessed to not have to deal with inefficient processes like eating anymore. He's mega bummed out about it. I'll eat enough for both of us. I'll take a rice bowl with fried fruit and an extra big dollop of fresh whipped cream. I want chocolate, something so tooth-rottingly sweet. I'll forget I'm depressed.
Okie dokie.
With an enthusiastic response, Ema ran to fetch the food. Even if I know it's Ema inside that body, things still feel really weird. Lady Tsubasa, you mustn't judge others by their appearance. But you're exactly as stupid as you look. Oh my god, dude. By the way, can you fight in that body, Ema? No, it's not possible. This body doesn't have any hemoamino. What? So we can't use Ema during defensive battles anymore, even though he leveled up? If this was a game, players would be demanding their time and money back. I'm useless and unpopular, so no one would be complaining if it were me. Bro, shut the freak up, man. We'll be fine even if Ema's not there. I'll fight enough for both of us and kill heaps of invaders. Oh, I could weep. That's such a touching thing for you to say, Kako. I never even dreamed of it. Ema, you are listening? Siri has high-performance ears. Everyone, keep your spirits up. There's no point in lamenting what's already happened. We can't redo the past, so we just have to face forward and keep on keeping on. I'll be moving to support role, so I could still be of some use to you. It'll be reassuring to have you there for us. That alone will drastically increase their fighting power. So I want a fried chicken rice bowl with back fat and extra custard. Kako, aren't you overindulging? You'll lose your divinely slim figure. Forget that. What's the information you have on the Invaders? Tell us already. Very well. I'll tell you all what I learned while I was captured. Okay? I'm not an idiot on the outside or the inside. People who call others idiots are the real idiots. True! In some way. It seems Ima has fully adjusted to his new body, but I don't think it's a look I can get used to. Yeah, no kidding, right? A playable character who's no longer usable. If this was a mobile game, people would be calling for blood and refunds. Okay, maybe not the blood part. Good thing this isn't a mobile game, huh? I wonder what kind of information Ima has on the Invaders. If I was gonna end up looking like that, I think I'd rather be dead. That's so crazy. I'm still not used to how Ima looks, but for now, let's hear what kind of information he's obtained. Now's not the time for me to be chatting with a degenerate plebeian like you. Settle down and listen to what Ima has to say. Okay, thanks. I didn't need you to call me a pleb. I'm so glad Ima is well again. All this relief is making me hungry. Looks like there's no problem with Ima's reaction to his procedure. I'm glad he doesn't have any lingering effects either. Well, if Ima's cool with this new form, I guess that's all that matters. Don't mind an irrelevant nobody like me. Let's listen to Ima instead. Dude, can you shut up about that, man? I thought we were over this crap.
Yeah!
As you all know, I was knocked out by the prisoner and taken away. The next time I awoke, I was in what seemed like a lab. A lab? I had the feeling several days had passed and that I'd been hauled quite a distance while I was unconscious. There were many strange machines there. It just had that quintessential laboratory look to it. Several commanders in those strange masks came and went during that time. What were they doing there? All kinds of things, including the research and development of the school invaders. Research and development? The beings we call commanders and their troops are actually two entirely different characters. The commanders are intelligent like humans, but the troops have no intelligence at all. They're just creatures intended for battle created by the commanders. How fiendish! Do they cultivate them from seeds? Creating life solely for the purpose of fighting. That's so cruel. From one point of view, humans aren't much better in terms of forcing people to fight. Nonsense! We're nothing like them. Don't associate me with those abominations. So Ima, what happened to you in that lab place?
Yeah.
They were trying to learn more about us by extracting information from us. Just as we know very little about the invaders, they also seem to be largely ignorant of mankind. They don't know crap about humanity, but they're still trying to kill us all? Weren't they created by world death? That should mean they exist to exterminate humans, right? I don't really know. The fact remains they wanted information from me. I guess that's also why they took Miss Mojiro, but in the end, they couldn't get anything major out of her. So this time, one of the commanders fused with me and poked around in my memories. You even shared memories when you were fused? Apparently so. I don't know for sure how effective it was, though. But since I didn't know anything about the bigger picture here, it was all pointless. So then I was brought here while fused so I could be used as a shield. I see. Maybe Siri didn't tell us the truth in case of a scenario like this. In the event we got captured, we wouldn't be able to give the enemy any intel about our side's operations. That clears that up. Now, what's this vital information you discovered? Yes, I'm getting there. I don't know if it's a side effect of the fusion, but I actually don't remember much of what happened over there. But I do remember a few fragments of the commander's conversations. Their conversations, you could tell what they were saying? That also seems to be thanks to the infusion. I can understand the invaders' language now. Seriously, that's hilarious. So what did the bastards say? What did you hear? They were talking about their strategy to form two squads and attack two places simultaneously. 2 places? One target was Last Defense Academy. That attack was led by the commander that fused with me. The other squad was going to second the Last Defense Academy. But isn't that destroyed? There's nothing left of it. Not since Nigo self-destructed to take out that insanely overpowered commander. There's nothing there now but a burnt field. Why would the enemy attack such a place? According to what I heard, they understand the secrets of their enemy, that's us. Of course, if they search for clues at the site of the other academy. Our secrets? They seem to think these secrets would lead to our defeat. They're that important? What are these secrets? Maybe we're all actually robots. Just call me Darby number 0 type Z. But there shouldn't be anything left at Second to Last Defense Academy, secrets or otherwise. The commanders all have mysterious powers though. Maybe they're trying to do something with those. But what kind of power could find clues in a burnt patch of earth? They're just following a dead end. Thank goodness the enemy's so dumb. I bet they're saying the same thing about you. But if there really is a compromising secret there, them finding it would be bad news for us. In that case, why don't we go there ourselves? We can put together a task force. So we do the same as the enemy, split into 2 groups, and have one go to Second to Last Academy? I also think that's best. We should definitely avoid any situations that would give them an advantage. The final battle is approaching after all. Final battle? They're currently preparing to launch an all-out attack on the school. An all-out attack? You mean, like, none of those attacks that we've been experiencing so far have been all out? They've been holding back all this time? I feel like that's crazy. It's being spearheaded by a commander they call the strongest and greatest of them all. So it's that overpowered guy, right? It's the same exceptionally powerful commander that Takumi and the others ran into at the other academy. Wait, we haven't defeated that?
Nigo intended to take it out with him, but it's still alive. It just took some time for its wounds to fully heal. Pretty soon, it'll have recovered and will return to attack the school in peak condition.
You're kidding! That monster?
The one you said none of you could stand up to when it attacked?
Yeah. This one's strength blows the other commanders out of the water.
Alas, I couldn't lay a single finger or toe on it.
We've gotten a lot stronger since then, but I still get the feeling we won't be able to kill it.
It's like a Supreme Commander sitting at the very top of a dozen commanders. Supreme Commander. Its overwhelming strength is enough to make the other commanders tremble in fear. I was fused to one of them. I know that fear, so I know this really is their strongest and greatest warrior we're talking about. And that's who's going to lead the Invader army in an all-out attack? If the enemy discovers a weak point before the final battle, we will be beyond screwed. We have to make the first move before that can happen, so let's form this task force and go investigate Second to Last Academy. Right, if we go now, we might still make it. If the commanders do have powers that will let them get something from the wreckage, they won't be shy about using them. We should wait until they get the secrets of the Special Defense Unit, and then immediately steal them back. You make it sound so easy. It'll be a cinch. With me guiding you, everything will be smooth sailing. He's really immersed in Siri's role. So who's going to be on this task force? Are we doing another show of hands? No, leave the member selection to your commanding officer. Now you are a commander. This is so crazy. I'll choose a team that's properly balanced in terms of strength. Ima, that's still you in there, right? For now, we should prepare thoroughly. How should we sortie in 3 days' time? Is that okay? Shouldn't we go right away? I don't know what the enemy is planning to do in that burnt-up field, but I can't imagine they'll be able to do it right away. Our goal is to take back whatever they find, so going too early would be meaningless. It's practically a guarantee that we'll end up fighting. We're going to need to prepare for that too. Ima, I don't care what you do, just don't pick me. Why don't you want to be picked? Anyway, you have your orders for now, so hop to it. Dismiss. Don't pick me, I'm serious. And so it was decided to dispatch a task force to the former site of the Second Academy. We all headed back to our rooms to prepare ourselves. The secrets of the Special Defense Unit. I have no idea what that could mean. But if they can put us at a disadvantage, we can't ignore it. We have to stop our enemies from getting their hands on that information. I'm not sure if I'll end up as a member on that task force, but I'd better start getting ready just in case. Okay, let's go. Alright, Gaku's out here in the rec room. That's not right. None of the clothing options in the Gift-O-Matic are my style at all, bro.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Huh?
Looks like there's nothing left for me to do today. I'll get to bed early so I'm ready for tomorrow. Dang, I only have to do one thing. I immediately hopped into bed and ended my day there.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 83rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Well, off to the cafeteria. Dang, thinking about the fact that I may have to fight off that really overpowered commander might be pretty terrifying. I would have volunteered for the task force if we were raising hands for it. I made for offense, not defense. I raided a rival gang meet all by myself once, you know? Of course, I created all those idiots. The only problem was, I promised to do some fundraising as part of my volunteer work after, so I got stuck holding the donation box while I was soaked in blood. What a terrifying fundraising campaign. But it was worth the trouble. Everyone who passed by ponied up. How could they not? Just imagine this guy covered in blood asking for money. Wow. Alright, here we are in the first floor again. Nobody in the hallway. So we'll make our way to the cafeteria.